Howdy peeps, Bitsu here, and welcome back to the Bitsu Craft. Holy crap, I can't talk today. Patron server. On today's episode, we are going to finally deal with this eyesore behind me here. Ugh. I've been kind of forgetting about it, mostly, and a little bit of me, I think, has just been putting it off, because look at this ugly, stupid, tiny little thing with that giant obscured by clouds monstrosity above it. It's time, I think, to finally connect this guy to this guy and make everything look more cohesive. So the plan is I'm going to go around this and bring the edges down a little bit in a couple of places and make it all kind of jagged and do kind of like what I did here and have a matching ring down around this with just the odd piece sticking up for to make it look like these two pieces were connected and broke off and this one's floating or what have you, and make this cruddy little pyramid look a little bit better, because right now it was just kind of the basic shape of what I was working with, and it is not looking very good. That is a satisfying sight, though. There's a slim chance I might want to encase the gap between the two in like some orange and red glass or something, but I'm not sure if that would look right, plus that would be really darned expansive. I think I will, though, also extend the cylinder around this pyramid as well while I'm at it, just because this never quite did what I want it to, considering there's that giant shaft in the center, and then there's just this tiny little kind of sticking out. Anyhoozle, let's nerd pull up there and get started, and hopefully I'm going to be kind of just outside the edge of it here. Oh, I hope I brought enough sand. 6 stacks ought to do it, I hope. The plan is I'm going to get my butt up there, and then I'm just going to drop a few sand blocks around the edges of the sucker just to really be sure exactly where the outline of this guy is, and then I'll get started on the bottom half. Alright, I'll see you guys once I'm at the top. Exactly 1 stack to get here. That's pretty good. Alright, now, yeah, just gonna make myself a little sandstone platform to get around this guy and start, I guess, chucking sand around. Yeah, as long as I remember that's how I did it. I'm gonna just put them against the side here and let them fall where they will, rather than try to get actually right underneath and have them directly in line with where the thing is. And I think I should be able to replicate the circle if I just kind of show myself where the outer limits of it are. So I'll probably just do... Oh, heck. I was going to say I'll probably just do 2 of these outer flat sides here. But nah, I'm going to do all 4 just because I'm me. And I really don't want to screw this up and have to do it again and again and again. And once I get down there, I'll probably forget how wide these are, so I'm going to do the whole stinking thing. Alright, where's my sand at? Is that actually... Yes, that's going to hit the ground. Okay, so I'll do 3 on each, just so it's uber clear. Well, I guess I don't have to do the ones in the middle so much, but I'll do either end with a little pile. There we go. Alright, I'll do that on each side, and then I'll get my buttocks down there, and I guess this is, oh no. I was going to say, this will be a good way to be able to determine whether or not this is actually centered with the same spot as this, but if it's not, it'll drive me nuts, but this was such a pain in the butt to build that I don't know if I would bother moving either one of them, because hot dang, that's, well, look at this thing. It's huge, and it's not just the cylinder. It's also got the platforms inside, because this is my passive mob spawner. But that down there was a huge deal, too, because that is basically a pit. That hole goes pretty much... Well, I guess it's not that deep yet. It's only down to, like, the the second or third level of the temple, but still, that was a lot of digging. A lot of digging. Okay, I'll get all of this done, and I will meet you guys back down at the bottom. See y'all in a tick. Well, I got the basic ring down where it's going to sit, and I think I mirrored the same shape as the one up top. Should be. I'm just going to fill this in so it looks a little bit better. But, yeah, I'm not certain what exactly I want this to look like. I've never really truly been happy with this guy, so I think I might end up tearing all of this actually down and making the pyramid bigger. I kind of like the idea of like this one here where the cylinder's coming up sort of out of the middle of it. I think I'm going to extend this pyramid by, you know, maybe 3 or 4 blocks so it's actually coming from about here up. That way this can actually be cutting through it. And the only thing I really have to worry about is, oh, I can't see it from here because I put a wall around it. This 2 wide gap here just to let the mobs actually fall out of the spawner. So, that being said, I think I'm just gonna get to work first off tearing this guy down and rebuilding it so I've got a better idea of exactly how big it is. Then I'll bring this up and kind of make it all jagged and stuff so that portions of the pyramid are obscured, but for the most part you can actually still see the sucker. So yeah, I guess I'll just tear this sucker down first, and then I'll get back to you once I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want this thing to look like. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in a tick. Alright, she's more or less down. I'm just going to keep this little peak of it as kind of a frame of reference to make sure I'm actually getting it high enough. But I'm going to start from the outer edge and just, you know, staircase my way up. And like this guy here, I think I might make a plateau at like a halfway point, but yeah, well, I guess just let's get this going. So maybe extend it by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. Let's do 6. So I'm gonna get this frame in place, and I'm just going to do just this basic outline kind of across the center of it, and then I'll just stand over here and take a peek at it and see whether or not this is actually going to be big enough for me, or, well, I doubt it'll be too big. I don't know. I guess I don't want it to encroach too much on this guy here, as the plan for this was to kind of make the central one kind of ominous and impressive and huge, but I think that kind of failed. I don't know. I'm not overly happy with the main temple, the portion of it sticking out of the ground. I was thinking originally I wanted the inside of it to be, you know, like the Doctor Who friggin' phone booth thing, and make it so that, you know, it's just this little on the outside, but once you get in, it's this huge, massive open space. And I think that is coming across nicely, but this portion outside isn't quite doing it for me. I don't think it's quite big enough, and I think I might want to address that at some point. It's not complete yet. The plan is still to make kind of centralized where these little walls are, little towers that stick up a wee bit that actually work as staircases that go down through the pyramid, because there's no way to get inside from popping out of this portal other than running all the way to one of the outdoor entrances, which I always meant for them to be mainly decorative anyway. So alright, there's the center. And you know what? I can do just half of it and see if that's going to work, I think. Should be able to get a pretty good idea of the scale of this sucker. So yeah, it's going to be pretty big, and that's going to cut through right about there. So yeah, that's not too bad, and it's not overly close or overly huge compared to this sucker, so I think that might be alright. I may want to do something with this inner portion here. You know what? At some point, I'm probably going to renovate this and just make it a wee bit bigger and less on the diagonal, more like this here. But that will be something to do much further into the future. Okay, so I'm going to want at least 1 flat spot on this guy. Maybe 2. Well, I'll do a flat on the top and then 1 maybe about halfway. So I guess just inside of the, or maybe just outside. Should I make this the flat spot? That seems awfully low. No, I'm going to do it right about here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 8th step up. Okay. Counting with Bitsu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th one. So this is where we'll bring it out by 1. Do I want it to be 2 wide or 3 wide? Let's try 3, see what that's going to feel like. And then I'll just bring this to the center. And this will actually drop the overall height of it just a touch and make it a little bit smaller compared to this guy, which is a nice thing. Plus it'll keep with the same feel having that step part way up. Yeah, and this is still a good size, bigger than what the old one was. So I think this should look fine. And then one more. Yep. And then we'll have this go flat. Oop, I'm in my own way. We'll have this portion go just flat straight across from here, I think. That'd be 6 wide. No, I'll take it up one more. I don't want it to be too big on the top. There we go, just 3 across. Okay, let's take a peek at this. But first, let's have a snooze over here by the work chests because, yeah, I don't need no phantoms poking around on me. Especially when I'm standing above a giant drop that leads into a... well, at least it's a spawner. There'd be... there's a bunch of hoppers down there that would collect my stuff. But yeah, as you can see already... Oops, wrong. Who's a... What? What? Wow, there we go. Bitsu fell from a high place. Yeah. Oops, come on, get out of here. There we go, that looks a little bit better. I took the whole thing outward by 1 more, just so that I could have the space across the top be 6 wide instead of just, I think it's 6, whatever. 1 bigger. Just because it was looking a little bit lopsided compared to the platforms I decided on the midway point. Plus I moved it forward by 1 so that it's the point that's getting cut by the circle. You missed all that and me jibber-jabbering though, because apparently when I remove chat, I don't know if it's bound to this one of the hotkeys on my recording software or what, but it just, yeah, it stopped. I was mid-sentence, and it just quit recording on me. So, yep, my bad. There was a derp. And, yeah, but anyhoozle, I'll just continue along. Get, I guess, all 4 sides done? I don't know. And, ooh, you know what? I'm going to do what I did with this guy and actually make parts of it look like they're actually buried in the sand. So... I guess, yeah, I'll just do this on each side, and I will then do the perimeter so I know where I'm starting from. And I guess maybe then we can start worrying about the aesthetic of the build. Awesome possum. Alrighty, so if I'm going to get that done, I think I should probably get up here just to make sure that I'm actually doing it in the same spot and not going to mess myself up. So my center line is... this guy. So I got 1, 2 on off of center, so 1 and a 2. So I gotta come to this point, and right now it'd be nice if you could put a block on the bottom of a block. Yeah, I guess I could just count it out. While I'm up here, I should probably mark the centers on these guys. I just want to make sure that I'm actually going to meet in the correct spot, so I guess I'll just put this little cross up here, and then I'll start building up from each side. Cool. Actually, while I'm up here, why aren't I... Okay, so... Nope, don't count center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's not going to work because it's off center. Like the landscaping isn't flat all the way around. Okay, Crumb, never mind. Well, I'll get this figured out, and yeah, I guess I'll get back to you once I've got this basic frame in place. Sigh. Sigh. It's been a day of derps for the old Bitsu here. Ugh, I don't know what's going on. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in a tick. I do dig this shape. I just started framing out the plateau of it, but I've run into a problem. Check how far this comes over, how close to this guy. That's not cool unless I somehow incorporate them together, because once this guy steps down, it's going, oh come on, there we go, it'll be, you know, intersecting with it right here like that, and yeah, that just doesn't feel right, I don't think. Although if I was to raise this platform up to this height, and I'd have to extend this pyramid out further in order to make it taller, then this and this, I guess I could make them so that they mesh, and it's all just one big platform to all, I guess, 5 of them once I get one of these in each corner. That might actually be an idea. Okay, maybe I am going to run with this. Never mind. Here I thought, oh no, my plans are ruined. But no, I think I'm going to go for it, because I have, like I said, I've never been happy with this guy. It feels lopsided because this is too low. I tried putting 2 platforms on it, like 2 spots where it goes back. But this one you don't even really notice, and I think maybe it's because it doesn't have it framed out like that as well. But either way, this is just not big enough, not tall enough. So yeah, I'm gonna end up rebuilding like half this guy, in order to accommodate the aesthetic build around a mob farm that really only needs to come out this far. Oh well, oh well. It looks like on the server here it's gonna be go big or go home, because dang, I've been, oh, these are the wrong blocks, what am I doing? I've been just making massively monstrous builds here, and it's kind of ridiculous, but I'm loving it. There's a lot of grind involved, but I'm okay with that. I can just put on some music or listen to a book or something and just kind of get in the zone and just keep going. And at this point, though, I think I'm going to have to try and find another mining desert, because the one I've been digging out has pretty much been depleted at this point, I think. I'll replace this guy with a cut stone as well. And then after that's in place, I just have to put a ring of chiseled on top of this so that it matches the same kind of look here. And I guess then we're golden. I'll get this all filled in. And, yeah, I'm going to finish this guy today and not worry about any of the renos that are going to happen on the main temple for a while, because that's going to be a big stinking job. Oi. Oi, yeah. But I think once it's all put in place, this is going to look pretty sweet, and there's going to be enough space inside of these that I may be able to incorporate them into something else. Like, this is all mob spawnage, and the plan is to continue these all the way down, but I might be able to put, like, I've got a mob spawner in one corner. I might be able to do like a villager breeder / iron farm in another, and then maybe like a carrot and potato farm and stuff like that. So I don't know, we'll see where I end up going with this, because I'm still just kind of shooting from the hip here. I don't really have any like set in stone plans, but as it is now, yeah, everything's just kind of a vague sort of things I kind of want to get done. So I guess I'll just put this in place, and I'll get back to you once it's all filled in and we can take a look at it together. Yeah, I want to avoid actually looking at it until I've got the bulk of it in place, because I don't want my eyes to be tricked by just the outline here. I want to actually see the finished product and see if I'm going to be happy with that. So maybe I'll just start off with like a quarter of it or a half of it or something. But, ooh, I'm out of chiseled, am I? That went quick. Alright, I guess I'll see you guys in a tick. See ya. Well, I got the bottom layer looking more or less like I want it to. Makes me realize, though, this being 2 blocks tall kind of diminishes the height of this, at least as far as the eye is concerned. So I'm thinking I might just want to come up here and change this gap from 3 wide to 2 wide, just so that this is a little bit closer and it would all be 1 block taller that way, just so it's a little bit more noticeable from down below. Yeah, I just follow the same stair motif that's going on the main pyramid, and I think I should probably continue this all the way up to the peak, even though it's going to be awkward with this business in the way. Alright, maybe I can't. I don't know. And then I gotta get worried about this netherrack ring and making it all jagged and stuff, and I've been putting this one off. That's going to be the last step, is continuing these down and making it all jagged, because that'll be a pain in the butt. But yeah, well, that being said, let's I guess just slap, where's my, there we go, just straight up plain old sandstone. Alright, so I guess let's go across the middle so I can see it better. So that'd be 1. Oh, here's gonna be an issue, I guess. Well, let's start beside it. So that's a gap of 2. Not that. There we go. 1, 2, and then it would start stepping up, and then beep, bop. I'm just gonna slap this in real quick just to get a rough idea of what the finished product would look like if I was to take everything up by 1. And I'd probably, will that do? Yeah, that's too wide. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a little taller than that. I wonder if I could, would that make this top platform too small then? Oh! Oh, thank goodness. Ho, 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 ho. And I guess that's a good opportunity for me to show you guys this. This was the original platform from the original pyramid that was here. I just lined the walls so that any of the mobs falling won't actually land in here, but I figured I would leave this platform here because I'm going to need a spot for the top of the next mob farm that continues all the way down to have the clock that sets the whole shoot match in motion. And yeah, just threw some trapdoors down so I could get to it. And speaking of, I should probably move this door to the I don't have my axe on me, to the other side of the block, just so nobody has a chance of landing on this spot right here. Now, can I do that with the trapdoor already there? Let's have a look-see. I guess I gotta go through me. Come on, there we go. The heck is going on there? What? The incredible vanishing door. Well, did it just, nope. Well, that was interesting. So here's the inside of the pyramid, nothing special. This thing takes up a lot more space than I kind of thought it would. It's a little oversized, but that's alright. And then on the sides facing the actual temple, I just put a little doorways instead of the staircase, and I thought that'd be a good way to be able to get from here to here more easily and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, but I was hit by one of the universal truths of Minecraft. You know, if you dig up, you're gonna hit sand. If you dig straight down, you're gonna hit lava. If you count out exactly how many blocks you're going to need for a project, you will always be at least 1 short. And no matter how far away you put your workstation with your crafting bench and your chests full of gear and a place to sleep, it's always gonna be in the way. So I just built around it for the time being until I got this all in place, because, yeah, I figured if I moved it, it would probably just be in the way again. So I guess I should go about pushing this wall forward by one, and yeah, let's see what that's gonna look like. Okay, so oh, now the door was still invisible, but it was in my inventory. That is messed up. Okay, I'm gonna do that right now, and then I'll get that raised up and moved back by one. Jumpin' Jiminy. And I went the wrong direction to get to a door. Yep. It's still full of derps, guys. Still filled with derp. Okay. That'll make my life easier. Let's just go boink. Boink. There we go. Oh, I'm going to need a door on the inside as well, so that that light doesn't seep through and mess up my mob drops. Do I still have one in here, or do I have to run all the way back? Yeah. Crumb. Alright, maybe I'll do that first. Oh, and I missed a couple blocks here. And, yeah, alrighty. I'll see you guys once I got a little bit of cleanup done here. See y'all in a tick. Door in place. Pyramid height brought up by one. I think that looks better. So now begins the long, painful process of turning this little ring into a nice little jagged, I guess, cylinder remnant? I don't know. So this is going to involve a lot of just playing around with the heights and how much of it is exposed and how much is not in order to get the whole thing to feel right. So I think I'm going to do the... Gow. Hello. Did that skeleton shoot me in mid-flight, falling out of the sky? That... Ugh. Gross. If that's a thing, that good on him. That was a good shot. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I think I might do the bulk of this kind of off camera, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of just me going back and forth, humming and hawing, and largely it's going to be not making for very good video. So I think I'll just get to that, and yeah, if I get it done in relatively soon, I Englished real good again, guys. If I get it done relatively quickly, i.e. in relatively short time, there we go. My brain was tripped on both of those simultaneous like. I'll try and slap it into the end of this video, but if not, I guess I'll just show you guys what I got done in the next episode. So... this may or may not be goodbye. But if it is, on that note, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and smackety-smack that like button. And don't forget to hit the little notification bell to let it know whenever I'm going to be posting new stuff. If you have any comments, questions, or even if you just want to say hi, go ahead and leave some comments down below. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye! Maybe? Quick update. Yeah, it's alright. I might do a little bit more tweaking. I've been working on this for like, I don't know, not too terribly long, maybe 45 minutes, an hour. And my biggest problem was my randomness feeling like it wasn't random enough, so me placing more blocks and it not looking random anymore. But I think it's getting there. It's getting there. Now to do the same thing up there. Oi, that's definitely happening off camera, I think. Or that might be a whole freaking episode. I don't know. Anyhoozle. Bye-bye. Ah, and there's that drifting I was talking about.